真夜中。街には静寂の幕が張る。
HanaShura is an anime that understands the interplay of audio and visuals perfectly and uses every tool at its disposal in order to telegraph beauty. The voice is the ultimate instrument, a tool with unlimited potential for expression. With it, words become paintbrushes capable of overwriting reality and taking control over the listener's perception of the world around them. HanaShura is at its best when it comes to sound. Even discarding the main premise of vocal recitation, the anime simply sounds good. VGM is rarely used, but in its place comes extremely deliberate noise. Footsteps, chalk, clothing, animals, people. Everything has a noise, and that noise is made as high quality as possible. If you don't think about sound all that often, this might seem confusing, so I'll try to explain. The difference between high quality noise and low quality noise comes with its capability of expression. Low quality noise blends into its environment without contributing to it, in that its addition or absence plays no significant role in the greater feel of the atmosphere. This is most evident in words which feature either too much noise, which causes it to mesh together, or unpolished noise, which causes it to lack impact. In HanaShura's case, the general output of noise is low, while the quality of noise is high, which creates a far more full and deliberate experience. This tangent is important because the core premise of the show revolves around vocal recitation, and thus if this is the attention to detail paid to inconsequential environmental noise, then it naturally leads you to believe that the performances will also be high quality. And high quality they are. At first I was worried because Hana's seiyuu is a greenhorn, and so having this be her first major role might have been a bit too much for her. Luckily, she nailed it. From Hana's first performance, it's evident that you're dealing with a show of higher caliber. Ignoring the visual representation, her words alone resonate power as she channels Asura's bitter rage and casts it out into the world. The rest of the performances follow suit. While none of them reach the overwhelming power of Hana's initial performance, each character clearly has their own performance style, and their words resonate deep within the minds of the listener. While recitation and dramatic readings are two different things, there's still adequate room for individual expression, and simply allowing their words to wash over you makes this evident. Of course, this isn't a podcast, there's visuals as well. HanaShura operates with a moderately higher budget than you might expect for a slice-of-life kind of show. The sceneries are very pretty, very nice usage of color, and the characters look clean. The main showstopper lies, again, with the performances. The moment one of the members of the broadcasting club starts reciting something, you're pulled directly into the world of their words. Every representation is perfectly tuned to whatever work is being read. Ryoko's loneliness takes shape as she stands on the beach under the clear night skies waiting for her lover. Mizuki's anger manifests as she tears herself apart to a foundational level until there's nothing left of her. Hana's potential manifests as an unrelenting force which she herself is not yet able to fully control, tempesting and crushing all those who fall before her. Most of all is Shura. Her performance matches the potential that the show has attributed her. Her raw talent suffocates the viewer as an endless barrage of her words rain down upon you, forcing you into a natural state of submission, and you're forced to bear witness to pure beauty. The audio and visuals work in perfect synergy to create art. I could keep talking, but this is something that can only be experienced, not described. Unfortunately, HanaShura isn't without flaws. The core cast ends up being a little lacking in particular, especially compared to Takeda's previous work. Hana is alright. She exemplifies the very shy but kind girl that's still breaking out of her shell trope role. This is very much aided by her seiyuu, who, just like with the recitations, does a wonderful job maintaining a very timid demeanor through her voice. She comes into her own a bit more by the end of the show, which is nice to see, but she still lacks significant presence. Hana's two main pairings, Mizuki and An, are alright. Both receive a little bit of backstory and development, but aren't focused on enough in general to comment on in depth. The main issue that all the characters have is simply a lack of points that stick out. To be a bit meaner, they aren't very memorable. They interact well enough with each other. Hana and Mizuki's relationship is quite nice, but not enough to push them into long-term memory. Additionally, the show falls victim to having a very unsatisfying ending. It's another one of those shows that nails it for the first 3 quarters and then pushes drama into the final quarter instead of sticking with what worked. Rather than doing this, they could have easily dedicated more time towards pushing those character relationships forward instead of the fairly awkward episode and a half of nothing that we ended up with. The episodes prior worked quite well at establishing each of the members of the broadcasting club, giving them each an adequate backstory and motivations. All they needed to do was build off these a little bit more and it would have made for a much more wholly satisfying experience. While the ending does naturally lead into a sequel, it comes at the cost of a more seamless experience which sours the final impression. While it does end up stumbling every now and then, HanaShura is undeniably a beautiful anime. It's filled with passion for artistic expression and understands the relationship shared between sound and the mind and how to best translate that onto the screen. Whether you like it or not, you will end up being dominated by the experience, as its stories weave their way through all your senses. If you've never experienced awe, this is a good place to start.
激しり行き来する